So Ospreys did our Ospreys pod last week. Did a really, really good bit before they played the Dragons and got stuffed by the Dragons. They were the lowest Welsh team at that point. So they did a thing about who's played for the Ospreys and the Dragons. It's quite popular. So I had a chat and I went, right, okay, well, now that we've got Scarlets and Ospreys, why don't we do the same thing? Only for us, it'll be who's played for the Scarlets and then gone on to play for the Ospreys, and then they'll do it the other way around. So, because there are a couple of players that qualify for both. So, players who've gone from Scarlets to Ospreys. Of course, I'm going to write these down. I think we're going to need to put them on Twitter. I'll just record it. We're recording it. I'll just put it on later.
Are we doing this in any order or back and forth? Or?
Go on, just shout them out.
I haven't listened to the Ospreys pod. How does it? Do we just shouting them out?
Yeah, just go for it. Just who have you got?
How do you know when we've got them all?
Well, we won't, because we'll put it on Twitter and everyone will just argue about it all week. So Jack Morgan is the first obvious one. Scott Williams.
Aled
Davis, scrum half, yeah. Scott Williams is my little trickster because he's one of the ones that went and so he qualifies in both categories.
George North.
I'm going. Oh, I was going to go George North.
Rodri Jones.
Oh, that was going to be my next one. You're getting all my ones.
No, you're too slow, man. You're too slow.
I know.
Do they have to have senior appearances? Because we've got a couple lower ones we know of.
Who would that be?
Harry Dole, Oshan not. They didn't play. Well, they didn't play for the Scarlets. I know Harry did play for the Ospreys. Oshan, I don't think he had a senior start for the Ospreys, but I think he might still be there actually.
Okay.
He's in their academy.
So my favourite player when we come to doing all of this is always Tal
Mike
Selly.
Phillips.
Oh, Mike Phillips, yeah, because
he came back as well.
Yeah,
wow,
he did. He came back for one game in South Africa when we didn't have any
well, isn't it?
Yeah.
We also had Herschel Yanchis on that bloody tour.
Yeah, but
Counts.
You know,
he was in the Scarlets jersey.
Yeah, he signed the temporary contract and he played. So yeah, he's another one that ping ponged. That's what we'll call them, ping pong players. So my favourite one that comes up in a lot of quizzes is Tal Selly, because he's first man to play in all four regions. So he went from us, came through the academy with us. I coached him at my local club and at school. You know, when you're in sixth form and you've got to help out with the PE department and all that kind of stuff. And so I helped coach Tal at 10, and he was playing down Quins with me as well. And he was a really, really good player. He ended up on the wing for Scarlets and then Ospreys, and I think he went Cardiff and then Dragons, or Dragons and Cardiff. I can't remember his actual route. And then he had a cap on a tour of America.
Was that 09?
There was a Lion for. Yeah, there was a Lion.
09, I think I was.
No.
So
yes. Sorry.
Yeah. And so we did have a couple of. But he's my favourite trivia question answer. So who else? There must.
When did Tavis Noyle play? Did Tavis Noyle play for us or the Ospreys first?
Us first. He got released from the junior academy or whatever.
Okay, because he's another one who's played for all four.
Did he play Ospreys? Tavis Noyle?
I'm fairly sure he's one who's played all four.
Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that he played there.
Can we include Halfpenny because he was in the Ospreys academy?
No, he didn't go from us to the Ospreys.
It's got to be us first and then over to them. Okay. Yeah. So there's got to be some obvious ones somewhere, isn't it?
It's going to be a scrum half. It'll have to be.
Well, you've had Added Davis, haven't you? Added Davis, Mike.
Phillips.
Oh,
No.
no, Tavis Noel played for the Ospreys first.
Did he now?
Yeah.
Your internet
Ospreys
speed must be lightning.
2009.
Mm.
And then he went to Llanelli and then got to the Scarlets. Gavin Henson played a game for Llanelli. Does that count?
No.
Because that was before the Scarlets existed.
Oh. Who did he play against?
I think
I don't know. He made his debut in the same game as Stephen Jones.
Wow.
It was like the last game of the season or something like
that. Okay. Yeah, no, he doesn't count, but it was a nice strike.
Error.
Yeah.
No, that didn't happen.
What about Dan Evans? Dan Evans.
Dan Evans, yeah.
Yeah.
Another cap on the 09 tour.
Did he get capped?
Yeah. Yep. 2 caps, as far as I know.
Right, I didn't know that. Okay, I think we need to throw that one up to Twitter. So we'll write all of those down. It means I'm going to have to listen to it properly. But yeah, that'll be stuff. And we'll just keep adding to it through the week because those boys will come up. I think the challenge is we've got to find more than the Ospreys pod. I
can't think of many that we've taken off them. I think a few will come back. I think Jack Morgan's going to come back one day, one way or another.
No.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
No, I think there's a personal grudge there. I can't see that happening.
Either that or he's off to like Toulouse or Toulon or someone on Megabucks.
I can see him going Megabucks. I can see him taking the money. But I can't see him. Yeah, I can't see him coming back because of what he said when he left. So, yeah.
I was coaching with one of his teachers a few years ago, just before he made the move, and he did not have a good standing with the Scarlets. Very much same as you, Lee, right now.
Yeah, but I'm still here. I'm still talking it up. So, yeah, he was an Ospreys player that got caught in the Scarlet system, and that's just the way it is. So, right, okay. Let's talk about the Ospreys game. So I will put that out on Twitter, and feel free to comment and argue your tits off on it all week, guys, because that's what it's there for. And then just shout at the Ospreys as much as you want, but don't shout at us because,
Who was that centre? Who did that?
Which centre?
I can't remember his name now. Began with F. Not Fekitoa.
Centre, beginning with F.
Yeah, played for the Scarlets and for the Ospreys.
Bino.
No.
Okay, that'll come to you. Add it to the feed when we put it out.
Okay, everybody listen to the audio of this and look for the centre who did that.
I'm asking you, I'm not asking them. I'm asking you. Anyway.
You're asking everyone who. Come on back.
So, just on something else, just before we move on to the Ospreys games. So, from earlier, Hugh has replied, and his explanation, of exhibition over expectation is that Leinster played exhibition rugby, and we went in with little expectation. So,
Kieran Fonatia.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did, and then he went to play in England, didn't he? Somewhere. Yeah.
He didn't really play for us. He was shit. That was we swapped with Scott Williams, didn't we? That sort of deal.
It was something like that. Yeah.
I don't think either of us really won for that.
Anyway, let's